After just 30 minutes against Arsenal away, United fans already realized how big of an upgrade Rasmus Højlund will be from Anthony Martial, and even bigger from last season's superstar, Wout Weghorst. But will the Danish striker do what strikers usually don't do under Erik Ten Hag? Score goals? We'll take you through how he'll transform United's attack. In just 2.5 years, Højlund has experienced a rapid rise in his football career. He went from making his first start for FC Copenhagen to playing for Atalanta, with a successful stint at Austria's Sturm Graz in between. He has consistently performed well in each league he has entered. Moving to Old Trafford represents a significant step forward for Højlund, but he possesses all the qualities needed to thrive as a Manchester United player. Despite scoring 9 goals in 32 appearances last season in Serie A, his skill set closely matches the type of striker that Ten Hag was searching for. This includes his willingness to make runs behind the defense, contribute to the team's attacking play, put in effort defensively, and most importantly, be a dominant presence in the opponent's penalty box. Last season, Manchester United faced a significant problem. They struggled to score enough goals. They underperformed their expected non-penalty goal tally by 11.4, which was the 3rd worst record in the Premier League. They fared better than only Everton, who were close to relegation, and a Chelsea team that went through multiple managers in one season. Their total of 58 league goals was the lowest among the top 6 teams, and only 7 more than the relegated Leicester City. Højlund seems to offer a valuable solution to this goal-scoring issue. His statistics show that he performed impressively last season. He had an expected non-penalty goals per 90 rate of 0.47, which ranked 5th among Serie A players with at least 900 minutes of game time. He nearly matched this expectation by scoring 0.44 non-penalty goals per 90. In essence, Højlund consistently converts the chances you would expect him to, on average. This is a quality that would be highly welcomed at Old Trafford, and few forwards under the age of 23 in Europe's top 5 leagues performed better than he did last season. Højlund's physical attributes make adapting to Premier League football easier, and his speed in transitional moments aligns well with Ten Hag's style of play. At just 20 years old, Højlund embodies the modern target man. He possesses impressive speed while running in a straight line and stands at a height of 191 centimeters, allowing him to compete physically with the toughest defenders in the league while still being agile enough to reach balls near the goal's near post. He may lack experience but is eager to contribute. He can press high up the pitch, sprint at full throttle, and take calculated risks by making runs into the box to capitalize on speculative crosses. In the previous season, Manchester United led the Premier League on direct attacks, which are defined as possessions starting in a team's own half and resulting in a shot or touch inside the penalty area within 15 seconds. Improved counter-attacking play was a notable aspect of Ten Hag's debut season. Højlund consistently showcased his exceptional speed last season, frequently outpacing opposing players to gain an advantage in play. Here's a clear illustration of this concept from February's match, where Atalanta secured a 2-0 victory against Lazio. The play began with a turnover caused by José Luis Palomino, which led to Ademola Lookman advancing on the left side for Atalanta. It's worth noting that at this moment, Højlund was still positioned in the center circle. Needing to cover some distance, he accelerates past multiple players, reaching a position near the penalty spot in just 4 seconds. This perfect positioning allows him to be ready to receive the cross from Lookman. For a simple tap-in, the goal against Lazio exemplifies the type of play that Højlund thrives on, making him a striker who excels in the penalty box presence and is potent on the counterattack. And that's a double thumbs up from Ten Hag. Moreover, being effective at attacking low crosses is a key component of his offensive skill set, and this could prove invaluable for Manchester United. In the previous season, Manchester United ranked among the lowest with just 9.7 open play crosses per 90, indicating that they may not have exploited opportunities to work the ball around their opponent's defensive formations as much as they could have. Whether it was Rashford, Jadon Sancho, or Antony, The team's wide forwards often tended to drift inside towards congested areas of the pitch. However, Højlund's aggressive and forceful runs into the penalty area could be leveraged by Manchester by delivering more crosses from the flanks. Højlund's impeccable timing in attacking low crosses positions him perfectly to capitalize when the ball is played across the 18-yard box. Another set of attributes that could greatly benefit Manchester United are Højlund's off-ball movements and his ability to make runs behind the opposition's defense. Throughout the last season, Ten Hag emphasized to his attacking players the importance of maintaining their runs behind the opponent's defensive line, even when the pass may not arrive immediately. This emphasis on off-ball movement is supported by data. Manchester United's number of such runs, described by Opta as sustained off-ball movement by a player whose team is in possession, made with intensity in order to receive a pass or create space, increased as Ten Hag's debut season progressed. Højlund consistently demonstrates his ability to make runs like these behind the opposing team's defense. Often, Højlund's threatening runs were directed towards the wide channels, where he would exploit available space and sometimes celebrate with a strike partner in Gasperini's 3-5-2 or occasionally 3-4-3 formation. However, given Ten Hag's preference for a more central presence from his striker, the Danish player may adapt his off-ball movement to include more vertical runs in addition to drifting into wider areas. However, Manchester United's ball dominance against weaker opponents might create less space for Højlund to exploit, as these teams often adopt a deeper defensive setup. This is why having a striker who can effectively play with their back to the goal is a highly desirable trait for any newcomer at Old Trafford. Højlund checks this box admirably. He possesses the knowledge and skill to shield the ball and position himself adeptly to gain an advantage over the defender marking him. Additionally, Højlund's ability to use his feet effectively becomes particularly valuable in congested areas when opponents defend deeper. Surprisingly, given his size, he exhibits excellent footwork and can use both feet simultaneously to dribble in tight spaces. Højlund's mastery of using his body and his effectiveness in confined spaces are vital elements of his hold-up play and link-up with teammates. Importantly, it underscores the versatility he brings to the team's attacking play. While the six-capped Denmark international can operate as a striker pressing the opposition's defensive line, his capacity to drop back and collaborate with his teammates demonstrate that he is not solely a player focused on finishing off attacks. Although there are no doubts regarding his exceptional qualities on the ground, there is room for improvement in Højlund's aerial game. Despite standing well over 6 feet tall, he isn't the type of center forward to whom you can simply launch long balls in the hope of bypassing the opposition's pressure. His aerial win rate from last season was only 37%. Nevertheless, he possesses the physical attributes necessary to develop this aspect of his game and adapt as he matures and gains experience. It's important to remember that Højlund just turned 20 this year, leaving ample room for improvement in various aspects of his playing style. Manchester United is committed to providing him with the time required to settle and grow. In the time against Brighton, Højlund managed 15 touches in slightly over an hour on the field. As in his debut against Arsenal 2 weeks prior, there were promising indications of a potential partnership with Marcus Rashford. Rashford could serve as the dynamic ball carrier in the half spaces, while Højlund could be the physically dominant focal point, maneuvering in and around the penalty spot. During the game, Højlund seemed poised to achieve a dream debut at Old Trafford as he tucked away a pass from Rashford in the 42nd minute, seemingly equalizing and offering United a chance to turn the game around in the second half. Unfortunately, VAR intervened, ruling that Rashford had taken the ball over the left byline before crossing it. Erik Ten Hag's decision to substitute Højlund while United were trailing 2-0 elicited boos from the Old Trafford crowd. The United manager viewed this as a positive sign of the fans' belief in the 20-year-old forward. Amidst the disappointment of the defeat, there is a glimmer of hope emanating from Højlund's energy and work ethic. He and Rashford appear to be on the brink of something promising. Ten Hag might need the young striker to assist in salvaging a season that's at risk of slipping out of control. However, the controversy surrounding Man United seems to never reach an end. And if you haven't noticed the most important details about Jadon Sancho's history that ultimately led to his falling out with Erik Ten Hag, be sure to check out this video next. Thanks for watching.